Today on the channel, from the Power of the Jedi Collection 2, we've got Ketwal and Boss Nass. Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for our daily Star Wars unboxing and review in 2021 and possibly beyond. And today, we make a return trip to the Power of the Jedi Collection, and we're talking Power of the Jedi Collection 2. And we got Boss Nass and Ketwal. But remember, for all your Star Wars needs and a whole lot more, hit up Big Bad Toy Store, link in the description below. But we're going to do this review like we do all of our Star Wars reviews, and guess what? Pretty much every other review on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging, we're going to talk about it, we're going to unbox it, we're going to talk about it, and we'll see where it goes from there. But we're going to start it off with big old Boss Nass, a big guy that stole our heart and never let go. In the original, or not the original trilogy, the prequels, I guess we'll call it. Original, it's kind of the original because it's the prequel, but it's not really the original to where it counts, I guess we'll say. But here's the packaging. We know that. Huge Oakland A's fans, as we know, in the Star Wars team back in the day. So they say, hey, we got to put this packaging in Oakland A's colors. We got to celebrate those A's. And that's exactly what they did. Moneyball was a big deal. I don't know, when did Moneyball come out? This packaging is from 2000. So I'm sure A's history, we all know the 70s were the big... That's where my fandom started, even though I wasn't born in the 70s. But I'm going to pretend I was a big fan of Catfish Hunter, Reggie Jackson, you know, Vida Blue. I could go on all day. But then the 80s, where they really hit the sweet spot with all those rookies of the years. You can't forget Walt Weiss, Mark McGuire, Jose Canseco, the greatest baseball player of all time, of course. And then into the later years, they've just been cleaning up the A's. But, you know, they need to get a ring again. I think it's time. Maybe this year. We'll see. Anyways, but they love the Oakland A's colors here. We got Obi-Wan. We got Darth Vader up above. We got the Jedi Force file card. You know they're going to be on there. What if Jar Jar Binks is on his best friends list and his most hated list? It very well possibly could happen. He's probably on my list on both as well. But bigger figure, as we know. We'll read the Jedi Force file card. We'll see what all the fuss is about. We'll see what's going on with him. There's the back. We got that generic blurb we always see. We got a little checklist action there. UPCs, warnings. And, of course, 10 more Jedi Master Points. I'm just raking them up. Somebody made a comment in one of the videos that I should throw them all in a safe like Scrooge McDuck and swim through them. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that for the 100,000 subscriber special. I'm going to get that bank vault. I'm going to fill it with Jedi Master Points. And I'm going to dive off a diving board right into all my points. Oh, it'll be fabulous. I can't even remember what the Jedi Master Points get you. Do they get you anything? My mind says you got nothing for them. They were just there. Maybe one day they were going to be used. Unlike those great G.I. Joe flag points back in the day. See you later. Everybody wanted those flag points. Oh, you needed those flag points. See you later. And we got one more. See you later. Bam, right there. There it goes. Boss Nass, the stern but fair ruler of the underwater city Otoh Gunga. Otoh Gunga, not beautiful this time of year. Awfully wet, actually, to tell you. It's awfully wet there. Boss Nass is the most powerful Gungan authority on the planet, Naboo. He alone can summon the Gungan Grand Army to battle, which he does to aid the Naboo in their battle against the Trade Federation. Did the Gungans and the Calamari ever cross words? Were they friends or just kind of standoffish against each other? I don't know. Oh, he comes with a whistle? It says that's one of his main weapons. The old whistle. Love it. Like a school gym teacher. Oh, we've got some very interesting news here on his friend list. It's going to get interesting. This is one of the most interesting friend lists ever. You know, we said, will Jar Jar be on the friend list or the foe list? Maybe neither. We'll see here. Allies and enemies, number 1 ally, Captain Panaka. That's a deep cut. Then Queen Amidala, number 2. Then the Gungan Warriors. I guess Jar Jar counts as a Gungan Warrior, kind of. Not really. But anyways... And then Captain Tarples, his 4th number best friend, so he is not on the friend list. Jar Jar, nowhere to be seen. Now, his enemies, he hates that old Rune Hako. And I obviously do, too. That Rune, I just don't like it. Never trust a guy named Rune. R-U-N-E. If you know any Runes out there in your life, disown them immediately. Get them out of your life because they're trouble, let me tell you. Newt Gunray, number 2, another troublemaker. If you know anybody named Newt... Get them out. Write them out of the will right away because Newt and Runes, just not people you want to be associated with. Number 3 enemy, the Destroyer droid, then OOM9 droid. So Jar Jar's on no list at all here. So Boss Nass, what we learned here is Boss Nass never thinks of Jar Jar. He doesn't think of him happy, doesn't think of him as a villain. He just doesn't think of him. And sometimes that's even worse than being on a friends list or a friend or an enemy list. The worst list to be on is not even noticed, not even know you exist. And that's where Jar Jar is with Boss Nass. So this took a dark turn, a very dark turn. But there's Boss Nass. Looking like a Happy Meal figure, a big figure here. A big figure in the Power of the Jedi collection in the old plastic prison. See you later, get out of here. He is a big frog, amphibian-esque figure, but there's really nothing to do here. Is this a figure or a statue? I'm not quite sure, because his arms go up, his head kind of goes side to side a little bit, it's super limited, and that's where the story of Articulation ends with this one. See you later, folks. Everybody have a good day out there. Because there's really nothing else to talk about this guy. He's got no articulation, can't do anything. He basically just stands there like a paperweight, and that's all he is. So, not a lot to him. I guess there's a nice pattern on his robe here, but it's not soft goods. It's hard as a rock. You can hear me knocking on it. Nothing fun there. He's got his little fish braid going on. I don't know. He's got his hands up like he's raising the roof or praising somebody. I mean, that's about it here. But there's really not a lot going on here. But what do you need him for? He's not doing mental gymnastics. He's not doing physical gymnastics either. He's just going to stand there and dress down Jar Jar or give Captain Tarples a big hug or maybe Queen Amidala a big kiss on the lips. I don't know what else he's good for in your display, but who knows? Stay tuned. We'll have a display tour one day. We'll figure out where we put him at the end of the day. So Boss Nass, really feeling like a Happy Meal toy is what he felt like to me. Turning our attention to our old pal Ketwal, we'll see if he is much like a Happy Meal toy or if he's actually have some playability with him. So who knows? Same packaging going on. Collection 2, of course. Darth Vader, Obi-Wan up top there. Looks like there's a little bit more going on inside this package. Of course, we'll read his Jedi Force File card. These are one of those characters, yeah, I remember seeing that guy, but I never in a million years did I know this guy's name. I'm sure a lot of you guys are in the same boat as me here. But there he is right there on the back. Let's open him up. Let's see what this Force... Ooh, slides right off the package. See you later up high. All right. Off to the side. See you later. Got a little wind. I think it caught some wind down here. A little wind. Ketwal. There he is. See you later. Oh, missed the uprights. Knocking things over. What am I doing here? Ketwal. An asteroid prospector. Like a prospector. And part-time scout. The enigmatic... It's his part-time job. Does he get a 1099 for that? I don't know. The enigmatic Ketwal is often found in seedy spaceports trying to sell precious ores and metals. Ketwal is from a distant system in the Outer Rim territory. An enemy of the Empire, Ketwal has secretly provided the Rebel Alliance with materials and information. The plot thickens. I couldn't even guess who is on his friend or foe list. I couldn't even tell you. But he does love stilts. Oh my gosh, we're learning stuff here. His tech, he has a demolition droid. Does he come with that? What is going on here? This is a lot more than I thought about. I guess I never stared at the picture in here. This is interesting. He has stilts. A short Paka chip. I'm not even going to pretend to pronounce that. Ketwal wears stilts so he can easily operate machinery and vehicles designed for taller aliens. Well, I'll be a monkey's uncle. Yes, a monkey's uncle. Let's just get his allies and enemies out of the way first here. Alright. Allies and enemies. So this guy goes back to the original trilogy. I guess, I don't know where I'd been. Maybe if I don't know. Anyways, allies, Luke Skywalker, Han Solo, Aloris Madoc. Oh, yes. He must have been in the cantina with these guys. I don't know. I don't know. Chewbacca, another ally, of course. Enemies, number 1 enemy, Darth Vader. Oh, not a big fan. Or Garandan. Garandan, that old snitch, he's not a fan of him either. Not a fan of Sand Trooper, but really who is? Those are the weakest of the Stormtroopers. Sand Trooper, that's a job nobody wants. And then the dreaded TIE pilots, like I said, they're on so many enemy lists. I don't know what these TIE pilots were doing to people, but apparently really getting people's anger up, I would say. But there's Ketwal. He comes with his nice pair of pants. His pair of pants, I think he got these at Kohl's, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can fact check that. See you later. I don't even know what is going on here. This is the weirdest pack. I wasn't expecting any of this. So Ketwal, he's got the cool alien head here. Lots of articulation on the head. Of course, the arms go up and down.
Legs go up and down as well, and he's got these Stilt robot legs. So very interesting. He's just a little guy with Stilt legs. Very perplexing. I was not expecting this at all. I thought I remembered this guy from the movie, but I obviously must be having him confused with one of the other gorgeous aliens out there, because it seems to be he's original trilogy with his friend and enemy list. That makes all the sense in the world. So then these pants just slide over. He's got the cut in the back. I don't know what people see him when he's wearing this. Why do you got those slits to the back, Ketwal? What's going on with those pants? And I don't know how he answers that. It's probably a question for another day. But this is going to take forever to get on here. But we'll get some glamour shots of him in his pants. You got to give Ketwal his pants, I think. It's just, he just looks funny with just these Stilt legs. It just doesn't look right. Doesn't look right for Ketwal. But what an interesting figure. This one, someone has stole my heart right here. He's kind of got that anteater elephant trunk, almost like a snake-type snout, nose, whatever we want to call it. Very interesting. Apparently he's a good guy. We found that out as well. But very interesting colors to this guy. Very eye-appealing. But boy, I don't know, looking at him in package, how I ever missed he had Stilt legs. It's one of those things you just don't catch, I guess. I don't know. But there he is, Power of the Jedi Ketwal. A very strong alien. I think you need this one in your collection. Boss Nass can go either way a little bit. He's just like a Happy Meal toy. But at the end of the day, I think he is a main enough player in the prequels that you need him in there at least to slap Jar Jar around. And we're going to get to a lot of Jar Jar unboxings. It's going to be almost vomit-inducing how many Jar Jars we're probably going to have to unbox in the channel. Maybe one week will be special Jar Jar week. We'll see subscription rates plummet. We'll see dislikes go up. It'll be quite the adventure. But we'll see. Maybe we'll do that sometime in September, October. Stay tuned to the channel. Make sure you subscribe for now so you can unsubscribe later when we get to Jar Jar Week. It'll be great. But subscribe to the channel. Like this video. You made it this far. You might as well. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64 on Twitter, _Kyle_Peterson on Instagram. And of course, Pro Wrestling Tees. Search Kyle Peterson. So there you go. For Boss Nass and Ketwal, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.